faces of birdies. Hello, everybody. This is Derpa Everwood, and we're here today with more fashion history. Specifically, we're covering like the kind of thing that you'd expect an Egyptologist to wear while on a dig. Now, I'll be honest. This one was a lot of fun to research. Just because, like, there was a lot of, like, really surprisingly cool inspo. And I guess without further ado, I'll at least start getting the initial figure down. Let's see, trying to remember how. I believe this hip gets popped out and should go down about here. And of course, let's not forget. Let's see, I believe that goes there. Yeah, let's bring this arm out here. Yeah, feels like it's been a while since I've done fashion drawing. Well, it has been a while since I've done fashion drawing. So yeah, I'll be honest, I got to, like, when I was actually doing, like, the proper research, make sure I was actually doing proper history stuff, I got distracted because I found this, like, kind of bumped the work table. Found this, like, really cool. Wait, is that how arms go? God, it really has been forever. After I did all that leatherworking stuff. Kind of threw me off of it. Kind of was like, wow, I did all this leatherworking, but okay, this pose seems to be coming together. Like, I was just focused. Oh, hello, Pluvium. I was just focused so much on leatherworking that I just completely forgot to do my art wraps. And of course, the legs. Hopefully drawing should go easier because I actually cut off part of this glove to make it easier to actually do this, get this working. Okay, maybe I should stop whistling. But, I mean, don't you just want to walk like an Egyptian? Maybe I should, I totally should try and do this, a second figure in that pose. The walk like an Egyptian pose. How does that pose even go? Or maybe I could draw myself in the smiting pose. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm going to have to do this. It's gonna be stupid, but it needs to be done. Let's make sure I get this foot down right first. God, feet are annoying to draw. I hate drawing feet. But you have to draw them because everybody has them, apparently. Well, okay, not everybody. That's kind of rude. Most people have them. So let's get this figure down before we start sketching out their clothing. Anyways, so as I was saying, I found this like really awesome modern Egyptologist who pretty much like her whole thing, like she pretty much just wears like vintage 20s style clothing while working. It's pretty badass looking. Just like 1920s hairstyle, 1920s clothing. And it's like, wow, she just makes that look absolutely badass. So I'll be honest, this is probably going to end up being more of just, I don't want to do too much inspired by her, but gosh, she just makes it look badass. With like the cloche hats and the, well, let me actually get the face. Yeah, cloche hats are cool if you can pull them off right. Let's make this face a bit more like me. Because I guess I want to see how I would look with this outfit. I guess that's the real thing. It's just an excuse to draw clothing. Hold on, is my mic working? I forgot to double check that. Okay, yeah, there's noise coming from it. Of course there is. I had to turn off the music because there's noise coming from it. Okay, so let's, first off, for the trousers, we're going with breeches. Because like there's a big like baggy like riding breeches. Because those apparently were super popular. Okay, let's try and make this look natural. Where did I put my eraser? Oh, there. Yeah, a lot of this is just, a lot of doing like a good job on fashion drawing is just making sure that the foundation's good. Well, I say doing a good job. I almost never do a good job at it. Oh well, it's fine. And I probably should actually do this because I realize I need new gloves. These gloves have been in heavy use. And resting them on the paper can cause problems and issues. Oh yeah, I need a bit more poof this way. Because these have a lot of poof. They should have like a seam right there, and then they go down to there. Like so. Yeah, this is totally just stealing this, just totally stealing this woman's look. But she just makes it look super fucking badass. Okay, I mean, this is supposed to be 1920s. So we have these breeches. We'll have it, we'll make this pop out, poof out a bit more. Have that go right there. And of course, everybody has hands, I think. I hope. So we'll include a thumb right there. And one finger. 2 fingers. Yeah, I think most people have multiple fingers. Yeah, and this. And let's see what else. Maybe some sort of vest or waistcoat. That would be awesome looking. You can tell I like vests. Just cool. And since it's a heavy wool, it'd probably just, it'd be a bit more like that. Well, okay, the lapel would start about right here. And let's see, bit of a Y kind of thing right there. And of course it'd go all the way up here. Really, this is kind of close to the outfits I normally draw in a lot of ways. And since it's Egypt, you're going to want full sleeve, like long sleeves, because you really don't want to get burnt. But these will be more cuffs. We'll go for sort of a menswear look. Wait, no, I'd be wearing a collar too. And let's just have more of an ascot, because it's very adventure-y. Everybody likes ascots, I think. I hope. Oh. Yeah, hotel Wi-Fi sounds horrible to deal with. Okay, this will be Shoulder Princess, of course. It'll go like there. I guess we'll go for a bit more. Yeah, I guess it'll be a side seam. And there. And let's just have some fingers right here. And, well, that already has that. I guess most of the definition on this is going to be from the paint. Now, where is my eraser? Where's my little... Oh, there it is. Then last but not least, okay, I need to actually look at references on this. I can't remember the last time I've drawn a pith helmet. Because you need a pith helmet for this look. That's just like the explorer thing. But we'll have the pith helmet going up like this. Like so. Yeah, you know this has to have a pith helmet. That's like the most African explorer sort of thing. And of course we'll have wrappings around it. Because that was always something that was, well, that wasn't always done, but it was something that was pretty common. Because what they would do is they would have, like you see it a lot in like Commonwealth uniforms now, but they would have wraps around their helmet. And what they would do is that would be wet. Like they would wet that cloth, so that way when it evaporates, it takes away the heat. Sort of like how sweating works. So that's why a lot of them have that wrap around the crown of the pith helmet. Although pith helmets actually come from, I believe, I want to say the Philippines, initially, when the Spaniards were there. And let's get our eyes in. And our mouth. So we want our mouth to actually be like centered properly. And our eye should go there. God. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to fix this. Something seems off about this. Maybe it's this. If I make the eye a bit lower, that should fix it. Maybe. Kind of. Oh wait, there's one more thing too you might want to include. Because they're an adventurer. So let's add in... What should I add in? Yeah, we'll include the butt of a revolver right here. Or, no, let's make it a 1911. Because you never know, there could be bandits or ne'er-do-wells hired to steal your latest archaeological find. Maybe. Either that or I change up the hairstyle slightly. This would look like Amelia Watson hair fan art, honestly. Okay, I think that eye needs to be lower. That's part of the problem. No, think about it. Because she has that shoulder holster too. And naturally the hair has these little danglies right here. And of course, ears. It's kind of hard to hear without ears. And we'll just assume I have my hair in a bun, because buns make everything easier. When exploring the desert, at least. Like a bunny. Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. And maybe I should start coloring this in. Wait, no, we need the boots. We'll have just practical boots with maybe turned down tops. Just big, clunky, practical boots for spending all day on the dig site. And yeah, need a heel on the boot. We'll go with a big, chunky square toe. Why did I put that weird emphasis on chunky? I have no idea. Wait, that should be a bit lower, actually. And this should go a bit up. And you'll be in the desert, so you'll want practical colors. So let's maybe go for some browns. Well, first let's get this properly. Just big chunky boots. Everybody likes chunky boots, right? I hope so. Okay, now it's time to paint. Maybe. God, my hands are so dirty. I'll be honest, I kind of did some drawing earlier today. That's my excuse for my hands being so dirty. So it's like, don't tell me I need to change the water. It'll be fine. No, it won't be fine. I'll manage. I'll make do. Make do and mend. Let's just get a quick wash down for the breeches. And here too. I want a bit more water. Yeah, I guess now you actually get to see the color that I'm going to put on this. Because naturally, I'll use color. Why wouldn't I? The blouse, of course, is going to be... Hold on, I need to erase all the icky interior lines. Yeah. I mean, this is kind of just basic fashion rendering stuff, like starting off kind of simple, and then, well, the blouse, I'm going to need to have a slightly different approach to it. I always like using blue for my shades on this. Then actually I guess I can go back through with this. Maybe try and get this a bit darker. And go with this. Actually add some proper roughness and depth. This isn't like a sitting around the house fancy tea party outfit. This is exploring, adventuring, that kind of thing. And let's get a bit more water. Get this. This is getting a nice dark tone, it feels like. And let's not forget to actually have this dark. Yeah, this vest I totally stole from that modern Egyptologist I was talking about. But she really is like, her outfits are just on point. Just super cool looking. Just kind of person who I wouldn't be surprised if they became an Egyptologist mainly because they watched old adventure movies. Okay, I'm gonna need something to give a lot more contrast. I don't know a lot about Egyptologists, actually. I just really think it's a cool aesthetic. Like, just everybody, I'm sure everybody grew up reading books about finding King Tut's tomb and all that. Yeah, you have to admire that. You have to admire the drip. Because, I mean, just look at this. You get a pith helmet. Like, a cool looking pith helmet. You get to explore ancient arcane tombs with traps and pitfalls. And it's probably one of the only professions where you can wear a fedora and it not be cringy. That or modern private eye wearing a fedora would just seem to try hard. Although I wouldn't want to wear like a heavy wool fedora in the desert, but you have options. Ooh, this darker tone is actually really, really good for getting that proper dark. And plus, I don't know, I guess the more I read, the more Egyptologists just seem like an interesting, eccentric lot. While I was doing the research for this, came across this story about a Egyptologist who birth name was Dorothy Eady, but she started to go by the name Seti. Yeah, it is an interesting field. I wish I knew more about it. But like this one Egyptologist, growing up in England, she would have like from a very, very young age, she would have these very, very vivid dreams of this stone temple-like structure. And she'd go out and there'd be a garden. And there was this like lush garden. And she kept on talking to her parents about wanting to go back to her old home. But she couldn't really say more about what it was. Until one day they went to an exhibit at the museum. Well, they went to a museum, and they ended up in the Egypt room. And she was like, this is it. This is my dream. Yeah, actually, she, just became obsessed with Egypt. She found somebody who knew hieroglyphs, and kind of picked it up, like, in a snap. Just a very young British girl. Just immediately just learning hieroglyphs. Super, super fast. Then she finally married an Egyptian guy, just to have an excuse to go to Egypt. And when she ended up there, she was like, well, I'm home. I'm finally back. Apparently part of her whole backstory in her previous life was she was a consecrated virgin, I think to Isis. Well, there's the thing. It's when she gets to Egypt that things get very, very interesting. So she starts having these weird more vivid dreams, where she'll wake up in a trance and start writing rapidly in hieroglyphics. And of course, it freaked her husband out, to no end, because she just starts having weird, vivid, just weird trance, writing in hieroglyphics. And she ended up transcribing the whole story of her past life, where she was a consecrated virgin to Isis, I believe. And of course, she made those vows at... Yeah. Well, she made those vows at a very young age, where she didn't actually know what they meant in her past life. And then one day, the pharaoh, Seti I, visits her temple. And they fall in love. And then stuff starts to happen. And then she gets pregnant. And in order to avoid being executed she took her life. And then the next thing she knew, she was a British girl. Which must be horrible. Imagine going from an Egyptian in love with the pharaoh to being British. That must have been hell. But the thing is, she was eccentric, but she was also right. She finally ended up at the temple that she had believed she had been at in her past life. And one of the first things she did is say, like, well, why haven't you excavated the garden yet? I mean, I loved that garden. It's like there should be these trees right here and here and here. And make sure you do a good job on it. And everybody's like, what the fuck is she talking about? Until they started actually excavating where she said. And they found the exact layout that she said was there. And they're like, oh, that's weird. And I'm sure it's a coincidence. Until it kept on happening again, and again, and again. Yeah, just super, super weird. And she, like, people wanted to call her out on things, but she just kept on being right. Why is this? I need to. It's been a while since I've done a proper skin tone, and that shows. That really, really shows. And I guess I need to wait for this to dry. Well, while I'm waiting for it to dry, I can fill in the boots. Like so. So she just had all these vivid, like she just, like probably like one of the most well documented and interesting cases of reincarnation. Because it would be one thing if she was just saying, oh, I was the Pharaoh's lover in the past life. But she kept on being right. That's the thing. I mean, it's kind of harder to dismiss it when their stories of their past life keep on being proven. It's like, well, there's an underground passage right here. It's like, no, there isn't. I guess we have to check. And sure enough, there is. And it's like, how did you know that? It's like, oh, I was tortured there in my past life. It's like, weird. And like, what the fuck? Super spooky. But also super cool. Just stories like that are just always fun to listen to because, I mean, you can argue against it, but at the end of the day, it is something like the results speak for themselves. Or themselves. Whatever. You know what I mean. I think. And let's just get this down. We'll give her sepia-colored stockings, too. And it's the water. Hopefully her face is dry. Because now we need to do her hair. Okay, we need to get that a lot wetter so you can actually start to see the colors. Look like an Egyptian. And now I have that song stuck in my head. I should have known that would happen. Za Warudo. Okay, I might need to do tarot readings. I mean, I'm going to be doing tarot readings later, but I really want to do tarot readings now. Because for some reason, talking about Egypt just makes me think of the tarot. I don't know why. Well, possibly because the Rider-Waite has constant references to Kermetic gods. Kermit. Let's see. And then I believe I want to do... Hold on, let me check something. And then let's go with this one. And then I believe I'll also want to go with this cadmium yellow for right here. And then let's wait for this to dry a bit before I do more work on it. Okay, my voice is kind of I guess I need to actually get some, like, liquid in me. Because... yeah. Beer is good. Okay, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, drinking beer. I just kept on getting distracted by... Oh, yeah, no, it's just like, after we spent all that time focusing, all of a sudden, you forgot what you're planning on doing next. Well, let's go with this right here. I'm gonna try, see how this paper works with this pen. Wait, is this the pen I wanted to use? It's a pen that works. Yeah, since I want to do, I'll see how this looks with, using pen lines to show details. And we have button here, and a button here, and a button here. Some wrinkles there. This goes down there. Oh, and we're going to want to show the princess line, naturally. Oh, and I guess the reason I'm doing a Egyptologist clothing specific... Oh crap, that's something I forgot about. And that's something I'm going to have to actually color in. I can't believe I forgot to paint it. Yes, our Egyptologist needs to protect herself and keep herself safe. There. We'll just color the whole gun brown. And then use the sepia for details to add depth to it. There. And back. Okay, hold on. Internet's acting weird. Actually, you know what'd be fun? Oh, should I? I guess the problem is, could I do a good job on that? Well, I'll start sketching it out at first. Or maybe I'll ink this a bit more at first. Oh, I think I'll ink. And there. Of course, you notice how I kind of just brush through all this because I guess that's my nature as somebody who's done fashion stuff, peeking through. Because you're focused on drawing for speed rather than, doing a good job at drawing. So that kind of, when you're trying to actually put in effort and sit down to a proper drawing, when you're doing fashion drawing, things get, tricky. It's like, how do I do this? No, that's still wet. Shit. Okay. I ruined that. I really ruined that. Maybe I can scrape it away. Yeah, I'll scrape it away. Maybe. Fuck. I guess that's the problem, is I'm too impatient. I'm too used to fashion drawing, just... That's my fault. That's totally my fault. I'm so... there. Oh well, let's wait for that to dry, and then I'll find some way to try and save it. Hopefully. I guess worrying too much will just make things worse. If they can get any worse than that. This hurts. I have a knife around here. I can just scrape this away. That's what I'm gonna do. Or, hold on, I have this, where is it? Let's see if I can get this to fix things. Then once this dries, I can maybe draw over it and get everything looking okay. Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not how it's supposed to look. But that's my fault for not letting things dry properly. I guess while waiting for that to be fixed, we can start working on the background. Where's my pencil? I was using a pencil. This is going to be funny. Well, I'll just go and have a... Oh, I know I can do. Like this. And we're going to have our... We'll say it's sort of like that. It's sort of like Seti or Dorothy Eady, except instead of being reincarnated, it's more just, oh, I don't know why this figure looks just like me. Kind of thing. Except that looks horrible, and I need to fix it. It's like, I don't know why the lyrics to a Bangles song is written in hieroglyphs here. Let's see. We have this go like right here. That should be like right there. Well, actually, there should be a bit of a... We have the arm go like right there. And this hand go like right here. Well, this arm is going... like this. And crap, what... I should know what ancient Egyptian clothing looked like. I think. And we'll make this a little bit lower. It's called cheating. And I do it all the time. I believe those thighs should be a bit bigger. And what should the outfit look like? Oh, it'll be like a, maybe that. Head should be like right here, and face should be... like so. But with heavy, heavy eyeliner. Oh, and for some reason, the art is, wearing my normal outfit. Oh, and naturally I'm wearing an Egyptian kilt. Because, naturally. It's funnier, it's much funnier this way, I feel. And let's see, I believe I might be able to get to cheat on this with maybe one of these. Maybe. Is this dry yet? Maybe I shouldn't touch it with my finger to see if it's dry. That's the other problem. And I guess we can hit this with a... We'll just go for a wash of a yellow ochre. Well, we want a bit heavier of a wash too. Well, it needs to actually be a wash, not a dusting. Just trying to go for that ancient Egyptian look. And let's see if we can get this not bad. Okay. Something fell, but I'm sure it's not a big deal. Let's see. I probably should finish my beer too. God, now I'm saying it. Let's see if we do this. That should... It's good enough. We'll wait for that to dry more. Or not, actually. Might be able to make it work. I'll just need to use this as sort of a cover. Then focus on the eyes. Naturally need to focus on the eyes because everybody likes... That's like the most important part. I think. Well, it's not bleeding, which is the best part. Or which would be the worst thing to have happen. By far the worst thing to happen. That could happen. Okay, I might need to find some way to fix the face a bit more, but this is working. It's much better than it was previously, I feel. Not all is lost. Just need to add in the details. If we make the rest of it look better, then people might overlook the worst part. The ruined face. I don't know, I mean, outside of me screwing up the face, I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. I'll just need to try and go back over this with more of that whitewash. Except the face looks horrible. It's like the crimson chin. Except it's not red, it's just ink. It adds charm. That's a polite way of putting it. I mean, everything but the face, I think, looks good. It just makes the face being screwed up all the more painful. It's like, it's perfect, except for this one spot. And that one bit just, it's like, no, it was so close. You are the chosen one. And let's finish the wrap on the helmet. And this bit right here. Yeah, I can salvage it. I'm not dead yet, I feel. Yeah, this is on me for being impatient, though, so I have nobody to blame but myself. And God, can I blame myself? It's just like, no. Well, I've also been doing a lot of pen and ink drawings on a Bristol paper, so that's probably part of the problem. And that paper's still wet, too. Yeah, I can fix that with whiteout. I'll white it. I'll use whiteout. And it'll be perfect. And now we just need to wait for this side to dry so it doesn't bleed. Although, maybe we can keep this along the way. If we use a color pencil. Maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. Well, actually, what might be better is if I use this stuff. Gouache. With this one might be good. I'll just use a little bit. And yeah, add a little bit of water so it flows better. And also need to add it here, because I want this to look ancient-y. And then, well, yeah, that goes right there. You know what, we'll say this is with shorter hair. Maybe. And the yellow ochre actually goes great with this. I'm actually pretty pleased with how this is going. And put the cap back on this. And then let's go with what might be best actually is this one. And just outline everything. Make it look like it's on the wall of some Egyptian thingy. Or maybe like a tablet. No, this is a wall. Clearly a wall. And if you think about it, wait, how would that arm go? Trying to figure out how this actually would work, but it's ancient Egyptian, so it can be just awkward. Wow, I really do not look happy to be on that wall. And have this go back there, this go up there. This is actually, I'm actually kind of pleased with how this is turning out. And this would go up there. This goes over here, naturally. And don't forget the seams for this thing. Okay, I'm really gonna need to figure out how to fix that, this part, because this is too good not to be here. Just, I don't want to talk myself up too much, but I love this. I really do love this. And if I just do this, maybe I can maybe, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do, shit, I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Yeah, I need this. Just white out of all of this. There. That works. That totally works. And then, well, I'm gonna have to use this and try and make this yeah, wash. More wash. always more wash. 6 Semper wash. Maybe. You know, it would have been it'd be a lot easier if I was not lazy and used like a mask. But that's not how I work. Me not taking the easy way out, or the lazy way, that would never happen. Yeah, okay, so let's work on this. Because we're going to turn this into a full desert scape. Something, something, Hymenoptera. Yeah, witches aren't really known for... Witches tend to be the kind of people to... Well, actually, no, that's just me. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. And let's just do this. Just, yeah. Just washing everything. Then maybe if I do this, I'll be able to get a nice darker. Well, the sun it's a hot, new, middle of day sun, I'm assuming. So I want this to be a hot, middle of the day shadow, which means it's straight down, almost. Oh, that's something that I overlooked that needs to be improved. I need to actually get this color right. And let's add in a pyramid or something. And let's see, bring this back in and try and get this sharper. And let's... Well, we need to get those eyes much, much darker. Because, I mean, it's supposed to be looking Egyptian. Okay. I just I just like the awkward looking. I'll be honest, I really like how this side of it turned out. And if I just oh, I guess that gosh, still hasn't dried yet. Think about it. This is almost kind of bizarre in a way. It's like Atropa, like past Atropa, went on some sort of bizarre adventure. And let's see if I can fix things up a bit better on this end. One more try on this. Yeah, like a Stardust Crusade. It's tolerable. Shit. My hands are covered in ink. I really shouldn't touch anything now. Okay, yeah, no, how am I gonna fix that? Again. I'm gonna have to wait for that to dry. Crap. I keep on trying to fix it. It's like, okay, I think I have it. And then I ruin it. No touching this until everything is dry. I honestly don't know. I mean, it's such a bizarre thing. It's just hard to really think of. Yes, exactly. It's probably fine, actually. If I just make the lines all super thick. And if I just make dark lines part of it. Oh god, apparently that isn't dry either. I really should just hands off right now. Just hands off. You know what? No, my hands are too dirty. Actually, okay, I'll be back. I need to wash my hands. I really need to wash my hands. And just remove myself from the scene of the crime before this gets too bad. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh. Oh god, these gloves are... Yeah. I don't know what to say. Yeah, that's it. I'll just put up with the bad ink. It could be so much worse. So much, so much worse. That's what I'll tell myself anyways. Just look at it. Just... If only the webcam was better at picking up the colors. Put this just down. And I guess there's a reason I try not to wear nicer clothes when doing art streams. And that's because, as you can see, I have no patience whatsoever, and I'll just inevitably ruin things. Maybe if I do this, though. It's, yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. Unless... No, I've already overworked the paper way too much. Unless... Yeah, that's... I really should just avoid ruining it. I'll just open a beer to avoid touching it because the temptation is there. Although, actually... If I bring up the contrast a bit by, hypothetically, doing this, make that look a bit darker, make this a bit darker. Just go for thicker lines. This should be... It should fix the problem. Maybe. Maybe. Hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, I think this might be working. Maybe. Just like this. It just adds so much more contrast. And it makes that spill under the chin look intentional. Or so I'm telling myself. Yeah, this might work. This probably is working. I think we have our solution. Did I already open a beer? Yes, I did. I definitely did. Thinking about what to do next. Okay, what to do now? Maybe if I do a little bit more of this, I can get a dry brush effect, maybe. And just dry brush around here. I guess that's one advantage digital art has. If you make a fuck up like that, you can easily just fix it. Just with the back key or Z. Well, if you screw up on paper, you screw up in real life. And then, hold on, one more thing I need to do. I guess probably going to be ending the stream kind of soon. Yes, it's the SAO of art. If you die in Canada, you die in real life. Why is this being stupid? And where's my... And I'm gonna have to get a better picture of this too, because I guess the lighting here isn't, with the webcam, the combination isn't the best. So I'm gonna have to find a good way to show this. Maybe if I do this. Maybe. Let's see. No, the colors wash out a bit. Hold on. If I hold it down here. Or I'll just have to take a picture and post it to Twitter. Sorry, just this picture on the right, just... yeah, I shouldn't laugh at my own jokes. That's just kind of sad, but it is. It is kind of funny. Let's see, clean off my pen. Or pens. Where is my other pen? That's a really good question. Where's my other pen? There. Okay, here it is. Did I clean it? Good. Because it's like a brand new nib I put in that. Because I was working on something else. You know, this is my excuse. I've been working on Bristol paper a lot. So, I guess Bristol paper just has different properties from watercolor. And I keep on forgetting to let the paper dry, as you've noticed. Which just causes it to bleed. With Bristol paper and the Doc Martens ink, the ink just seems to sit on the surface. So, like, you can actually feel the ink with this. Well, the ink soaks into the paper, just like the watercolor. So it's just kind of a different feel. I feel this one turned out pretty good too. Just kind of a completely different feel. But obviously that's work in progress. Okay, so yeah, I'll be honest, I had to do several studies. And by studies, I mean looking at other people's work and seeing, like, how do they do that? And then just sketching it out myself. And it's like, okay, it goes like this. I was like, no, do I want to do this or this? All that. Like, just pretty much doing your figure drawing reps, I suppose. Which I really need to do more of. And I also need to do my paper drying reps. Letting the paper dry too. Reps. But I suppose that's all a me problem. Just not letting the paper dry. It's a chronic problem, but it's one I should be able to fix. And I'll try and fix that one too. What I might do, I might actually scan that and try actually coloring it digitally. Because I think that's something that could work. Okay, but I probably should start looking for someone to raid. Since I finished this drawing kind of, it didn't take that, I didn't spend that much time on it. Because I was waiting for paper to dry. Or I didn't wait for paper to dry, that's the thing. I didn't wait for paper to dry, so I just rushed through it. And kind of finished it kind of fast. So we probably should, okay, who's available? Is the question. Who is streaming? Oh, thanks for resubscribing. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who to raid. That's actually a good question. Who should I raid? I'm going to have to raid. I believe Spike is doing just chatting. Well, he's doing tier lists. And I kind of want to see how that's going to go. So let's raid Spike 80. I believe. I guess raid message. Let's have be like walk like an Egyptian. And I guess something kind of on topic too. Because we've been talking about the Bengals and Egypt. I'll be doing tarot streams on Friday, and then on my Discord on Saturday. I'll be doing a watch along for the 1999 movie The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.